Greetings and welcome to Magic with Tamala Farron. Today I am going to do another craft that you might enjoy doing not only with kids, but I have a drumming circle that I gather with. And when we gather, we usually gather out at a park, and the guy that leads it usually has a container full of rattles and shakers and brings extra drums and tambourines and all sorts of things. And a lot of the time, kids that come by don't have anything, grab something and start shaking it and having a blast, and then put it back and go home. So, my kids used to each have their own little drum. But that was many, many, many years ago, and only some of them have drums now as adults. But with 4 grandchildren, I started thinking about the things that we used to make when they were kids. Simple things that we used to put together and have a lot of fun with. And it didn't take a lot of money or creativity, if you will. It just took a lot of fun. And we would put a whole bunch of stuff out on the table, and everybody would sort of pick and choose, or we would specifically do certain ones. And I know for a fact that when my kids were little, they would also make stuff for tokens for different sabbats and esbats so that they could hand them out. And it was something that they enjoyed creating because it made noise. They love noise. But I find that even as adults gather, it can be a lot of fun because, well, to be honest, not everybody has the money for a drum or a rattle or whatever. So if they can make something that can enhance their experience at a drumming circle, and maybe down the road they can save up some money and purchase something that they would prefer, it gets people involved. So I thought today we would get together some stuff and create some ideas. Now, I have many different types of rattles, and some are with the beads on the outside. I have a whole bunch of these. These are amazing. I love them. But what can a kid do? Or what can somebody do to have a little bit of fun? Even if you're doing chants, you might want to create something just to kind of enjoy. First thing we're going to try, now these are little metal tins that you can pick up. Obviously I got mine around Christmas. But you can pick them up, open them up, and you don't have to do a lot. You can put some rice, or you can put some beads. Where did I put those beads? Knew I had them somewhere. And these are just regular glass beads, nothing fancy, nothing crazy. Oh yeah. And you put the lid on. Makes pretty sounds. Not bad. Now I'm going to try it with some dried berries. Let's see how that works. And like I said, these are all things, if you have a drumming circle and you have a bunch of kids that come around or whatever, difference. Make a whole bunch of these things And at the same time, bring them in. Take a box full of stuff and say, okay, take one and take it home. It's just fun. This is a little wooden coffin that you can get at the Dollarama or Dollar Tree. And it's nothing fancy about it. Nothing huge. I'm going to put a little bit of these in there. And it has a little latch. Just close it on down. Sounds different, doesn't it? All different. So we're getting somewhere. But okay, so now we have a kid that doesn't have the ability to go to the store. And I'm not putting anybody down on that, because there were times where my kids didn't have extras either. And you know what? It's okay. It works. But let's see what we can do. Now this is just toothpaste box, obviously without the toothpaste in it. Now let's put some of these in there. Ooh, that sounded really good. And obviously we're going to need to close it. So you take some tape, you fold the end over, and you tape it. Woohoo! Now, say the kid doesn't like the fact that it's got toothpaste all over it or written on it. Well, one of the things we can do is take a piece of construction paper and we can cover it. And that's not a big deal either, because then they can actually, literally, color it on top of that. So just take some tape, and we won't need all of that, so like I said, these are great things that you can do with kids for drumming circles, local drumming circles, or if you want to have a drumming circle night with your family and friends at a bonfire, or if you just want to teach them that they can, making music is a part of Goddess, part of God's, and they can put this on their dedication site so that if they want to call upon the gods, they can. And you can use a bell, or you can use a shaker of this kind, or a drum. And, you know, it's not that big a deal. So now we've got it covered in purple. And they can draw on it, put their name, whatever, and pretty cool, huh? It's a simple thing. It's not fancy or crazy, but it's fun. Now, this is something that I used to love with my kids. We would take these and we would fill them, and we would put different things in them. For instance, some of these, and you could put some rice in it, dried beans, peas, dried peas, all sorts of things. Now, the fun part of this is it's a shaker, but also seconds as a drum. And kids really love making noise. So if you want to be creative, it's real easy. And kids really love toys. And you don't have to go out and spend oodles and oodles of money. I mean, even in the last couple of years, I've gotten some things that I, for the last 30, could never afford. So now I've got these new things that I love working with, and I love doing the drumming circles that I've got around me and gathering with people and having fun. And in the middle of ceremonies and rituals with a bonfire, dancing and playing the drums and shaking the rattles and the tambourines. Have fun. That's what it's about. Let yourself enjoy life. Let yourself be creative. It doesn't take much. It doesn't. And it's fun. And the kids really get involved and they get excited, and it becomes not only a tradition to sit down and create things, make things, but then they get to use them. And like I said, any type of music or noise is almost sacred to kids. So have fun with it. I know at one time we had some neighbors and we had brought them over for a bonfire, and they enjoyed it so much that they were asking the next week, can we come over for some more? Because they loved not only the fact that we drummed and we had a bonfire and we made, roasted marshmallows or s'mores, but it was getting together. It was having a bunch of people that were just a lot of fun. And it was good times had by all. So this is simple, this is enjoyment, and it's not just for kids, it's for adults too. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have any ideas or if you've made stuff, put pictures and comments down below and give me some ideas, because it's fun and it's a way to spend an evening. I mean, I've had friends come over for fairy stone painting, and I've had friends come over for tarot gatherings, and I've had friends come over for crafts. This is another idea you can create. And if you know somebody who makes hand drums, maybe you can get a bunch of people together and actually make hand drums. I mean, it's simple. Like, this is a gourd from last sowing, and it's dried. It's dried. Sometimes the seeds inside make a natural rattle. You can hear something, but there's not much there. But you can literally open it up, put some beads in there or some dried peas or something, close it back up and shake it. Or you can put a handle on it. Put a handle on it and use it as a rattle. Paint it up, make it yours. It's not that hard. It's a lot of fun. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Please click like and subscribe. I'm seeing a lot of ideas swarming around there going, oh, we could do this. Yes, you can. You got this. Have fun. Take care. Share my videos. Enjoy yourselves. Let others have some fun. And do me a favor. Have a blessed Sunday. So mote it be.